Hello everybody and welcome to another photo walk. So I decided to find a different area to come and photograph, and I was lucky to have a really beautiful Sunday morning to take some shots. So I discovered this area on a map, and this is just a nice first starter shot. This shot here I really like as well with the houses. I really like the soft light coming across. Gets a very nice colour effect on this. So I then made my way slowly down this hill, and I managed to find this path on the left hand side here. And as I got to it, when I looked down, you can see that there is a nice little house there. And again, with the lighting, I thought this looked really quite a nice photo. So I'm really lucky enough to live close to some nice farming areas, and that's what I was looking for here, which I think is a nice kind of lead up into the village. Now, I'm not a big fan of starburst photography, but this one does look quite nice with the light, I thought. In the past, when I was out on a photo walk, I always just looked in the direction I was heading in for photos, but it's really important to also look behind you, and this shot I really liked. So moving further into this small village, I spotted this nice house here. Looks quite good with the lighting. I really quite like the shot of here. And there was another angle as well, which I thought worked really well. On this one, I really like the detail of the cat on the roof. So I really like this building on the left. A couple of shots that I took of this. Really like the doors at the top here that you can see. And then I came back a little bit later when the garage door was closed to take a shot of the complete garage. But I really like this as well with the light coming across. So this next shot I think is just a little bit of fun. You'll see as we get to it, there's a nice ladder here, and then there's some things on the side on the trees as well, which I really quite like, and I went for a nice green tone on this shot. So a little bit further on, and I really like the pathway here with the barriers on the left hand side and some really nice soft light from the sunrise. Really adds some nice dimension to this shot, I think. So I really like this area for photography, and this house looks quite nice again with the nice lighting. The colours look pretty good. And then I was also able to spot this caravan behind me as well, which I really liked the look of. Got the grasses on the left hand side as well, just to add an extra dimension. So heading into a different part now, and this is again a nice little scene setter for a different area of the walk. So at the top of the hill, there is some really nice scenes here with the old house on the left. Again, some nice lighting with the shadows, and I really quite like this photo, the way that it worked out, and I think in colour it works really, really well. So I decided to explore further down this footpath to see if I could find anything interesting. Out for something that's a little bit fun, and this next shot is an example of this. I really like the fact that you've got the tree right behind the goalposts here. I think it looks really nice, particularly again with the nice lighting that I had this morning. So I decided to head in a slightly different direction, an area I checked out on the map. Now I really like this. Worked really well in the vertical. I like the dominant tree on the left hand side and the telegraph poles as well, making everything in this shot very linear, but the tree dominates. Now this next shot I really like because You have the arrows on the road pointing you to the left, but you've got a footpath on the right. So it's one of those kind of decision shots here. And this bus stop as well, I really enjoy because it gives that kind of sense of the area, but also a little bit of solitude there. It seems like it's in the middle of nowhere and maybe a strange place to put the bus stop. Now, I do quite like telegraph poles, and I thought this one looked really nice, again with the nice colour combinations. This shot works perfectly in vertical. Again, you've just got the really nice vertical lines of the tree, vertical lines of the telegraph pole, and the nice shadow forming from the tree as well. And I found another little smaller area here to walk into and photograph. Again, very dominated by farming, and basically I just spent 5 minutes in this location, again just making use of the structure. I really like this individual window here. It's something I like to do, is focusing on the details. Again, just making use of the good light here for some contrast and from shadows, and I was really pleased with the results I got from this very smaller area. And then just a few shots at the end that I took on the walk back to the car.